Extending my hearty greeting to you all, I would just present a report of my recent research work, which is on meditation therapy and mental disorder. Today, as we all know and hearing since last day, that medicine has started exploring its existence beyond the mind and body, and in the same path, psychotherapists are also trying to explore the current the most effective ways to work with the mental health, as well to work with enhance the health in general. Not there are lots of research going on in this field, so I'm not taking much time. I would just start with the recent research which I have conducted. The objective of this research to see the effect of meditation therapy on mental disorders. The method which I used, there are so many mental disorders. For this particular study, based on the other literature and all, this adjustment disorder with mixed anxiety and depression mood, as defined in DSM-4 code 309.28, was selected. A pre-test and post-test control design was chosen for this study. There were total 30 patients who took participation, and it was an equal group. The referral from the Department of Psychiatry to the Holistic Medicine Department of the Himalayan Institute of Medical Sciences, Dehradun. The important criteria of this selection in this patient was who agreed to continue and practice meditation, and they actually did this, and that will be showing in the results. The used tools for this particular study was CGI-S and CGI-I, Bake's Anxiety Inventory, Bake's Depression Inventory, GFS scores as defined in DSM-4-TR, Functional Assessment of Mental Health and Addiction Scale. A 60 minutes of guided meditation group session, as introduced by the meditation of the Himalayan tradition, along with 20 minutes individual counseling, was given to the patient daily for first 30 days. From the second month onward, meditation session was conducted weekly at the clinic. Rest of the days of the week, patients used to practice this at their home. Patients from control group were given general counseling, 20 minutes each session at fortnightly basis. After 24 weeks of this process, subjects of both groups were reassessed on the basis of mentioned inventories and scales. Other than the clinical evaluation, patients and their caregiver were interviewed to receive the observational records. This is the basic profile of the subjects. The mean age of both the group subjects were 35. There were 4 male and female, 11 female in experimental group. There were 5 male participants and 10 female participants in the control group. We also discriminated the rural and urban sector, which you can see the statistics. The total, this research took total 10 months time. In that, 7 months were totally and completely dedicated to the meditation intervention. The severity of the illness was chronic episodes, and during the time of approach to the clinic, the duration of the illness of the patients were 6 months to 8 years. Selected patient had no other comorbidity related to physical or mental illnesses. This is the result. This is the mean. This graph is showing the mean of pre-assessment differences between the control and experimental group, and you can see the figure and numbers. And on computer calculation on t-value, it came as an insignificant. The difference was insignificant between control and experimental group. This is a post-therapy assessment difference between experimental and control group, and this is the mean. The graph is showing the mean scores. On calculation of t-value, all the measures came significant. There was a significant difference on all the measures between control group and experimental group. Further, this graph is just trying to show the pre and post therapy assessment difference of experimental group. Like this, of course, is again came as a significant on all the measures. Hence, the changes we can say were in the severity of illness from severely ill to borderline normally ill. Global improvement was found from very much worse to minimally worse and much improved. Reduction in level of anxiety from severe to minimal. Reduction in level of depression from severe to minimal. Increase in GAF score from serious symptom to minimal symptom. Improvement in function level of mental health from low to high. As I already said, we interviewed patients and caregiver also. The observed objective changes were change in affect and mood, change in relations, change in attitude towards psychosocial stressor, which was a very important aspect of this study. Hence, we can conclude that meditation therapy can be proved to be a useful agent. However, its validation needs more number of studies with larger sample size and also in other subgroup of mental disorders. I would also like to add one. Basically, actually, I thought if we would have time, I would have discussed the phenomena, how it changed, how this reduction in symptom came. But because we have no time, I would just say one sentence about the whole mechanism process, how it changes the thought process. Actually, meditation is instead of replacing our bad thoughts or negative thoughts into positive thoughts, which is the normal psychotherapeutic process. What meditation does, it tries to break the chain of thoughts, and that it simply allows to let that thought go, what is coming ahead. So what happens, the thoughts, any thoughts does not create any kind of attribution that has always, because if you let the thought go, it will definitely having no influence. So if any negative thought is there and we let that thought go, then definitely automatically first physiological changes will be there, and then gradually even in thought process it will be there. I'm sorry, but we don't have much time, so I can't explain that. But I hope that you'll be reading it in the journal, which is we are going to publish with this first volume. So with that, I would say
thank you very much. Thank you very much, Dr. Madhav.